Okay, welcome back everyone to Trudge's Motorcycling Experiences. This is a video kind of a few weeks in the making, and I thought I'd better just post about it because it was like a major experience that I had. Probably one of the biggest ones, and I hadn't posted about it yet. Maybe because I was just kind of like chilling and letting it sit in or whatever. I don't know. But I've done some riding videos since then, so I feel like I should post this before I post those. So anyway, a few weekends ago, we were moving my fiance's bike out of storage, and she was at work, so I was moving it over. She has a 2022 Iron 883. I'm not sure if I've ever said that before. Really nice white sand pearl color on it. So fun little bike, and I like riding it. So anyway, I was driving it back, and I was coming up to an intersection. I got cars coming on both sides of me, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of cars behind me, but I can't say for sure. Got into the intersection. Is just as I was about kind of close to the middle of the intersection, I saw like just this big pool of something, and I didn't know what it was. I thought, is that water? Like, I don't understand what else it could be. I'm like, that's weird. But again, people going beside. So I'm like, well, I'll just go through it super slow, and I'll just take the corner like super slow, kind of like handlebar, turn instead of like a lean turn. And just as I was starting to kind of like lean, I was just like on ice. And then I just went like this, and I went down and went right down to the pavement. No other way to put that. So yeah, I went down with her bike. Luckily, she's got the same engine guard that I do, and she also had hard bags on it. So it kind of just fell on that and didn't really like hit any parts of the bike per se. But yeah, so went down. There's another motorcyclist actually at the front of the opposite direction, and he kickstand up, came and helped me out, lift it, asked if I was okay, kind of like looking to see if he noticed anything. We kind of did like a couple looks around the bike. I'm like, I think the bike's fine. It started back up after a few minutes. So yeah, I went down, and I got this nice little scrape. I think I have a couple of pictures of it. I'll post those on there. Not a big one. I was probably scraped about that much on the ground maybe. So it wasn't like I was on the ground for a long time sliding. It was just kind of like I went, and then I went down, and it was just kind of like that. So I was like maybe sliding for like, I don't know, 8 inches or something. So it wasn't like horrible in terms of like crashes and stuff. It's the first time like that I had done a crash or like that. Luckily there was like no cars coming like right up and could run me over or anything. Everyone just kind of hung out, except when I was moving the bike out of the intersection, everyone was just like going back to their daily routine, and they're like going around me to like get where they're going, which was like ridiculous. But hey, that's what I found out. That's what people in cars and stuff are kind of like. They're not really paying attention. They're just going about their day. So yeah, I went down. It's okay. Elbow is kind of healing. There was a bruise on my actual elbow, and then the nasty scrape. It kind of took down. There's like a hole, and it went down about that much. So that's pretty weird. But anyway, it looks like it's like healing up and stuff. It's not horrible, but yeah, just a weird experience to like kind of slide on ice with the bike. It was very bizarre. I did kind of drive by and do a video of the intersection a couple hours after. I'll see if I can figure out if there's a good angle, and I'll post that as well. Just so you can see, it was like when I stood up, I wish I took a picture of it, but I didn't want to sit there for a long time, obviously. But it was like probably like, I don't know, it was probably like 3 feet or so wide and like a foot or more. And I think someone must have just been waiting at that intersection to turn left, and they just like dumped oil. Maybe they were carrying a vehicle on the back. And it was just like leaking out because it was like crazy. So over the next like few days, actually, whenever I went past that intersection again, you could just see the oil being spread out through the entire intersection while as more and more cars go through it and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised at all if another bike or two or whatever like went down from that intersection, because it just spread through the entire intersection. And then a little bit of rain, it's super slick. It was just crazy. But anyway, I went down. I was fine. I moved it to the side of the road, and I pushed it on the gravel shoulder for a while kind of rocking it back and forth, trying to get the oil and stuff off the tire. I kept looking at the tire, and when I thought that there was no more oil on it and it should be okay to drive, then I rode it the rest of the way home, so I wasn't afraid to like get back on it or anything. I thought that was kind of important to get back on it if it was safe to do so, and round. I survived it, and you know, I'm pretty vigilant about looking around at stuff, but I was just kind of in the mindset, I can't go around it. I'm gonna hit cars on this side, that side, and I'm pretty sure there's cars behind me. I can't really see that well out of her side mirror, so that exact moment I wasn't 100% sure, but I was pretty sure someone was behind me, which when I got out, there's 2 cars in the left turning lane that stopped, so I didn't know how close, if they were just gonna like smash into the back of me and then cause like serious damage to the bike. So relatively okay, probably, you know, the best thing I could have maybe done given the circumstances, but it was just a really weird placement on the intersection. I didn't really see it till I was getting like kind of closer to it. I don't know, it was kind of like going downhill or something. It's kind of weird, but anyway, that's it. Quick little video. I got a couple more riding videos. I'm waiting for answers back on a couple other kind of interview, long form type videos that I'd like to do. So hopefully I can do those this summer, and that'll be really fun. And yeah, that's about it. Anyway, thanks for checking me out. I appreciate it. I think we're up to 40 something subscribers at this point, which is cool, but our views are really high. I got like over 16,000 or something views and over 400 watch hours on the channel. So that's still growing, so that's great. I'm trying to figure out things to post as much as I can. You know, full-time job, family, I don't get out as much as I'd like to, but I'd like to do a couple really nice travel videos this summer. So hopefully we can get those done, and thanks for sticking around. See you on the next one.